is about a woman who risked everything, her safety, her comfort, and even her life for the Prophet ﷺ and her father. Her name was Asma, Bint Abi Bakr. But before we talk about Asma's courage, we need to understand what was happening in Mecca. Why did the Prophet ﷺ leave his home? In those days, the message of Islam was spreading fast. People were turning away from idols, from the false gods their father used to worship. They were saying one simple truth: La ilaha illallah. There is no God but Allah. The rich leaders of Quraysh didn't like that. Islam was changing everything. It told the rich to share with the poor. It ended the power of idols, and it threatens their money and pride. So they tried to stop it. They mocked the Prophet ﷺ. They beat his followers, and they planned to kill him once and for all. But Allah had another plan. One night, the Prophet ﷺ went to Abu Bakr's house. He said,
Allah had allowed me to leave Mecca.
Together, they left their homes in the dark of night, moving quietly towards the mountains.
Once Quraysh discovered that the Prophet ﷺ was no longer in his house, they launched the chase.
They hid in the small cave called Thawr. For 3 days, they stayed there, hungry, thirsty, and praying. Inside the cave, Abu Bakr could hear footsteps outside. He whispered,
"O Messenger of Allah, if they look down, they will see us."
The Prophet ﷺ replied calmly,
"Do not fear. Allah is with us."
And while they hid, a brave young woman was walking toward them alone. Asma was still in Mecca. The streets were filled with fears, but her heart was filled with faith. Every night, she prepared food and water and walked miles through the rocky desert to deliver them to her father and the Prophet ﷺ in the cave. She couldn't find a rope to tie the food bag, so she tore her own belt in half, one piece for the bag and one for herself. While others slept in fear, she walked alone through the dark desert, carrying food and faith in her hands. When the Prophet ﷺ saw what she did, he smiled and said what she would be known for forever: Dhat Nitaqayn. The woman with the 2 belts. When Quraysh found out that Abu Bakr had helped the Prophet ﷺ escape, they were furious. They went to his home and demanded answers. When Asma refused to speak, one of them struck her so hard that her earrings fell off. But she didn't cry. She didn't reveal their secret. She stood tall, protecting them with silence and strength. Days later, Asma finally heard the news. The Prophet ﷺ and Abu Bakr had reached Medina safely. She smiled through her tears. Her long, dangerous nights had not been wasted. She had played her part in saving Islam. Years passed, and she told her children and grandchildren about that journey, about how faith means trusting Allah even when you're scared, even when the whole world is against you. Today we don't walk through desert, we don't hide in caves, but we still face fear. Fear of standing for what's right, fear of being judged by others. That's when we should remember Asma. young woman who walked alone in the night because her faith was brighter than her fear. Her courage teaches us that strength isn't in muscles or sword, but it is in the heart who trusted Allah completely. Asma lived a long life. She saw her father become the first caliph. She raised brave children, including Abdullah ibn Zubayr, who became one of the most fearless warriors in Islam. And when she was very old, she never stopped saying the truth. Her life was the proof that women in Islam were never weak. They were warriors of faith. Asma's courage came from a home filled with faith. So the next video on this channel will be about her father. But until then, YouTube thinks you will like this video.